But it's time to talk about someone else who's scared. B, I thought the West was up. I thought that's what I thought. B, it would have been
Man,
an easy alley oop if you would have dropped your album in February, like you said you was going to.
B, we got a man hiding, bro. Come on, can I list out these dates real quick, B? Could I
Go ahead,
please?
B. Go ahead,
We got
please.
October 24th.
Mm,
We got July 8th.
mm,
We got April 25th.
mm,
We got December 6th. And he's
mm,
not in order
mm-hmm.
because that was from 2014. December 6th from 2014. And then on,
2024, you
I mean, my bad. I said 2014,
I know
2024.
what you meant.
And then we got February 21st of 2024 in December. Bro, come on, bro. This nigga's ducking his own album.
Roddy is done. And see, the problem
Look.
is with this B,
Mhm.
online was gassing his head up. That pop out gassed his head up. We got to remember where these people were, who these people are. B. Roddy Ricch came out with "Please Don't Excuse My Antisocial Behavior," whatever the album's called. Phenomenal project. I love that project. It came out at the perfect time. He had a hit song off of it, "The Box."
And he
Came
was
out
the
during
new
the hit on
guy. He was
TikTok.
the new guy at the time.
Exactly. Perfect, B. But then the projects that he released after that, B, sizzled. They didn't do as well. B,
B.
he caught lightning in a bottle, and I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. He got lucky. Everybody keeps saying this is about to be the comeback album. Why didn't y'all say that about the last two albums that or projects that he had come out?
He
Boy
did
dropped
two projects. He
singles.
had a mixtape and an album or what? What did he do?
I think
I
so.
remember the
I
Live
believe it was
Fast
two
one or
projects.
whatever. What was it called?
Yeah,
Live
I remember
Fast.
that one. And then the he had a sequel to one of his mixtape series.
So he put a mixtape out?
I what
Because I see
you
he
know
had three albums and
when it
well,
comes to
two albums in
streaming.
total.
Let's see.
So look, like what you said about the lightning in the bottle. This is my thing with Rowdy Rich. He got too big for his britches. He thought that he could take a 2 year hiatus and drop a project. You're not that guy, pal.
Here it is. The album is "Live Life Fast." That came out
Yep.
2021. And the second project was "Feed the Streets 3," which came out 2022.
And it was a mixtape because it's not listed in his albums.
Yeah, it's a mixtape. B. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah. So look. Like I said, you're not that guy, pal. When you knew your second album didn't do that, it's because look, artists like you, like Rowdy Rich, you are a moment. It's like Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty finna come home soon. I think sometime next year. Pooh Shiesty finna have, bro. It's not a Pooh Shiesty conversation, but I'm gonna talk about it later. Rowdy Rich was the artist that, like you said, struck light in the bottle. He had the hits. He was on the features. He had the baby looks, Dipsey Hustle. He was that guy right there, the hood guy. He was doing his thing. You have to keep working. You're
Mhm.
just on. You have to stay in our face at this point. It could be a little bit of like, yo, bro, calm down. But look, Lil Baby did it. Gunna did it. You could at least keep up that momentum and build a core fan base. He didn't give himself time to build that core fan base. You have Gunna with a signature album. Little
Mhm.
Baby still have a signature album. You supposed
Mhm.
to roll that out and keep delivering. Roddy Rich didn't. I don't know what he's dealing with outside of music, but that's something when you in that space in your career where you're just getting the light on you. You had that
Mhm.
signature album, a signature hit, and then you just stopped. That's not good. It don't work. You're not the guy that people going for like impactful songs. You're not grab. You're not that. You're not him. You have to build that. He didn't build a core audience. B. He didn't. Rod Wave, hot moment. Build putting out music. Built that
Mhm.
core audience. Roddy Rich didn't build his core audience. He didn't. Look at all the artists that have that core audience, B, that was just putting out stuff. Like they was the hot guy, even though people like high were like, okay, like most people was like, man, I'm kind of off him. But they kept putting out NBA
The
Youngboy.
baby.
Debate. You build that core audience, bro.
And
You
during that
build
time
it.
he dropped was the perfect time to be doing that.
Yeah.
But he
Roddy
rode
Rich was
out that
on it.
wave with that album.
Yeah.
And then
And
the
he
funny part
waited.
is he had the great songs and features off the Mustard album around that same time.
Yep. He had it.
It was in the
balling,
palm of
and
his
it's in
hands,
the
B.
things I'm balling. He was the next guy to fit that lane of like being the little baby, the babies, the
Hmm.
gunners, those type of artists that fit in that rap caviar lane. He was the next guy, but he thought that he was, man. I got Grammy noms. I got this dope track here. I'm getting all the BET awards, rocks. I'm doing my thing. And then what happened? 2020, bro. You after you did that, you just went silent. Like you put out stuff in 2021, right? He put up
But
like
live life
2020
fast.
was he was getting all his accolades because of 2019 is when he dropped the project. But I'm
Hmm.
saying in 2021,
He didn't
he
do
wasn't
anything
he
till the end
wasn't
of the year.
he wasn't doing
Now
nothing
we
like that.
could give that the benefit of the doubt of it being COVID during the time.
But B,
Benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm saying. I'm
I
not
can't
using
give
it
it
as a
to
full
him.
excuse because people was releasing during the time. TikTok was booming at the time.
No,
People were stuck inside still dropping music.
yeah, I don't know what he was doing. It could have been some personal stuff like with babies and stuff like that could have been happening. But I'm just speaking from the outside, looking in from like a music perspective, and just saying that Rowdy Rich wasn't in our face no more. Yeah, he had a Donda feature. He was on Donda. He had
I
balling, but
forgot
that was
about
tw- you
that.
know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying he wasn't in our face putting out the projects. And doing COVID B, what was people doing? What was you doing on YouTube? Putting out that content. People was putting
Hmm.
out music. People was doing verses. They was in the house like, hey, yo, bro, send me something. 5,000 for a verse. Fat Joe and them doing mixtape, Jada Kiss, they hosting stuff. They getting bread. They like, bro, hey, we in the house. We here working.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what he was probably dealing with personally, but whatever happened, it was a failed opportunity for Roddy Ricch to, and I believe that he's afraid of what's gonna happen when he actually released his album, set the standard like it's coming out this day. Let me roll out this single because he wrote out a single. Do you remember? Didn't he put out a track? I remember he put out
Oh
like
yeah,
two
he did. I
tracks,
completely forgot about that.
bro. He put out tracks, bro. He put out Survivor's Remorse. And I remember people being like, "Oh, that's not a bad song." Got Terrence Martin production on it, and I think Terrence Martin also on the other song, "Lonely Road." Nothing. Because Terrence Martin actually producing this album. Him and Turbo, I don't know if Terrence Martin executive producing it, but he's produced both of these tracks. So I don't think these tracks did well. I think if he would have got better looks on these tracks, because bro, he got Nigeria when Survivor Remorse, it was on Nigeria Turntable Top 100 at 81, bubbling
That's
under
nothing.
bubbling under Hot 100 Billboard 4, and Hot R&B hip hop song Billboard 33. He is shaking in his boots. Excuse me. He's scared.
No, he is. And the worst part is like he had the perfect little stimulus package coming off that Kendrick hype. I well the pop out hype.
Hmm.
B, he should have dropped in February. Everybody was gearing up for the February release.
And
Now
he's on the GNX album, B. He's on the hook.
I
Oh,
forgot
sweet.
about that. He's on Dodger Blue,
Dodger Blue.
which
That's
is
what
one
it's
of
called.
my
I'm finna call
favorite
it Sway
songs off
Blue.
the album.
Yeah. Look, Lefty Gamblade, AZ Chite. These guys are lower tier artists compared to Roddy Ricch and what Roddy Ricch accomplished in his career. He could have rolled off that. He could have dropped a upbeat, like a more upbeat track on around that time to get some
Hmm.
motion. I'll just throw some stuff out there. I don't know what his team doing, bro, but it ain't looking good for him. You know how many freaking bro? This dude has so many release dates. How many I named off? Like six? That's
I think
unheard
so,
of.
maybe.
It ain't.
Yeah.
It's almost detox level, B. At least detox
Well,
is like coming soon. This man giving us freaking
Detox
months.
from a legendary producer. Let's
No, but I'm
okay.
saying he was saying coming soon. This man giving us freaking dates,
Which
months in
hey, so B, which one you think we getting first? The Childish Gambino, Bando Stone, and the
the
Night, whatever
movie.
it's called. Yeah, or Roddy Ricch's album. Which one you think we getting
Bro,
first?
we getting that fake movie first, bro. We getting that
Oh
fake movie,
man.
bro.
Roddy Ricch, you are cooked. No one's looking forward to your album. The only people going to be listening to your album is people on Twitter who want to be like, "Oh, Roddy Ricch is back." No, he's not.
He
It's
not back,
over.
bro.
It's over. You had the little window. I don't know why everybody thought this one album was going to be the one. Cause I've seen people saying that about the last one, Feed the Streets 3, which I don't know why. That one didn't do anything. But
B,
this
look,
one, everybody's making this his comeback album, B, and I don't think he's coming
B.
back.
What one thing about the people, even the people of hip hop, it's just the people in general. When it comes to sports, when it comes to anything, movies, we love a comeback story. A comeback story is the best. That's why we so enthralled in the clips, even though it's not a fall, but it's a comeback. We
Hmm.
love a return to form. And that's what people are looking for Roddy Ricch. Just think about it. Just think about it. That's something that people want from him. They like, oh, he back. Roddy Ricch back. Especially when you have an era like if a little baby put out a track that people love. Oh, little baby back. That's what we want. We love that. We want that. You know what
I
I'm
thought
saying?
Lil Baby
So
was gonna be back with that last project.
B, that's what we want. We love a comeback story. We love it. We love for someone to prove us wrong, bro.
I
So,
guess the thing is, do we think, and I've seen other people say this, that Kendrick and Drake with the beef, not talking directly about what happened during the beef, who won, whatever. They say that now because of that, people are scared to drop. But you also always have the counterpoint of what was hip hop like before that beef?
mhm.
Where was it headed to now?
Yeah.
Roddy Rich, he's an effect of that.
Like the thing is about hip hop, bro, what people are misconstruing like the whole, oh yeah, Kendrick and Drake beef or Kendrick put the feeling back into the culture that you can't just put out BS no more. No. Before the beef came out, before the beef started, BS was getting put out in numbers and all this stuff. Like we don't care about numbers. This affect the artist more than the listener, right?
Yeah, of
We're
course.
saying like, bro, just look at the space hip hop was in. Like, don't misdirect this energy towards Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Because he had nothing to do with this. He didn't make the
Mhm.
party. He didn't kill the party. The party was already on life support. Mainstream wise, hip hop has never left. Hip hop is here. We don't care about numbers. But if you
Quality
when you
wise,
go
is
back,
thriving.
yeah, if you go back to 2018, 2019, the discussions they was having, no, not 2018, 2019. When you go back to 2023, what they was talking about hip hop, how the market for hip hop has freaking went low, like they wasn't making money, the market was down, and then the beef came. But if you think about all the charting songs are from Drake and from Kendrick. That's like hot 100 big tracks.
Did Roddy
It's
Rich's newest songs chart?
bro, B, they charted so low that it's gonna fall off. This didn't even chart. His that the Survivor Remorse came out in 2024. It didn't even get on the hot. It got on. It didn't even get on the hot 100.
Dang. Yeah, I'm
Bro,
looking at
look at
Wikipedia
hip
right
hop
now,
as
and
a
I'm not
whole,
saying it's
bro. If you look at hip hop as a whole, we're not in the hot 100 unless Lil Wayne put out a project and
mhm.
they went up there and then they dropped. And then the albums will get on the 200 charts, but it's dropping. Hip hop as a mainstream is not in a good place. It's not.
So are we in a hip hop recession?
When it comes to mainstream wise, I believe
Yeah,
we're struggling.
mainstream.
The energy for Young Thug has changed. People are actually turning on Young Thug. We're gonna have Pooh Shiesty coming out next year. We're gonna see the energy from that. B, who will be covering Pooh Shiesty whenever he drop, and everybody going like, "Yo, Pooh Shiesty back." Blah 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 blah. We finna get the back in blood. It ain't gonna be the same. The energy is gonna change.
I
There's
mean,
certain things these
shoot,
rappers can't rap about.
I mean, even the whole Young Boy thing. When he was supposed to drop an album, what, a week or two ago? And instead he just dropped off a little 6 pack EP
Hmm.
and he pushed the album back the day it was coming out.
Hmm.
And he's supposed to be going on tour. B.
But one
If
but one
Young
thing
Boy
about
does that, that's scary.
But one thing about Young Boy, when it comes to Young Boy, he has that core fan base. I'm not scary about Young Boy because he has a cult fan base. B, that he do
Agreed.
numbers. So I'm not
Agreed.
I'm not too I'm not tripping off his lane because when it comes to him, when like songs charting and stuff, it ain't the numbers that mainstream looking for. He
He
has
has the
that cult
back end
fan.
stuff. It's gonna
Yeah, he
grow
has
over
that.
time.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
Roy Wave, like Roy Wave in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
Rod
like little
Wave does
baby,
numbers like
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like they do their little numbers. They gonna get their core audience. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mhm.
feel like he made Young Boy in that lane. But I'm talking about the other guys, the others.
But yeah,
The,
that's what I'm saying. If the big guys have a little hesitation to drop, a young boy has a cult following.
mm-hmm.
Roddy Rich falls in that same lane of the Thug Babies. B.
Oh no,
Not
he
looking good.
Roddy dropped his album, bro. I'll be shocked if he get anything over 50. And
It's
I'm just
it's raps for Roddy. It's
hey, and I
raps for
want him to.
Roddy in terms of a thriving mainstream music career.
And look, this is what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to degrade like his career or him as an artist. I'm just speaking on just the climate. And what I'm gonna say here is I want you to succeed. I want you to
Mm.
get the numbers you want. I want you to be a successful artist. Nobody, I don't want you to fail, bro. So if people watch this and think like we some haters, we just speaking in realism, bro. We being realistic.
B, we
It's
just taking the
shaky for
numbers.
him, bro.
We looking at the numbers, B. We're looking at what's happened and we're making educated guesses.
Yeah.
B,
Bro,
it
acting
don't
like a
take a scientist
catfish.
because B, we just got done talking about ASAP Rocky. And I
Mm-hmm.
love ASAP Rocky. Got some of his stuff on physical media.
Mm-hmm.
B, it's a scary time right now. For artists, especially like Roddy Ricch, who doesn't have that cult fan base, who everybody's hoping for a comeback album. You've pushed your album back so many times. No one cares anymore. Once you keep pushing your album back that many times, people don't care. They'll be like, look, people start getting in that Kanye lane, except they're not Kanye. They're like, when it drops, it drops. I'll look,
Yeah.
B, they're in this mindset. I'll get to it when I can. And when I get to it while I can, and you're not a Kanye, oh, that means I'm never getting to it.
Bro, nothing but legacy acts and people that built that fan base, that core fan base is good because being successful right now in the mainstream. Other than that, you're out of there, bro. Look at everybody, it's like more of a legacy act. The Drakes, the J. Cole's, the Kendricks. You know what I'm saying? The Kanye West,
Yeah.
the Clips. And even with
It's
Clips,
just
they had to play the game. They had to do them. They had to do one of the best rollouts we've seen in the last 8 years. They had to put all the physicals and have everything out. They had to do the dope merch. They had to hit you with all that, with everything, the complete package to get the numbers that they get now. Picture if Clips just dropped the release, just oh surprise. We would have been tuned in, but it wouldn't have hit 90 or whatever it's projected to hit
no, not at
because you got
all.
to understand those physicals that's involved, those
Yep.
packages, stuff like that.
Yep.
But
The anticipation, the whole Kendrick
yeah.
feature being
Mm-hmm.
leaked.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, all that plays a factor into it.
Yep.
But yeah, Roddy Rich, get your act together. I don't know what you're doing with your rollout. Start it over.
Hey,
Start it
bro,
over
scared,
and
bro.
be aggressive with it. You got to come out with the music videos. You got to be in people's faces. You got to make the rounds. You got to be. I'm tired of these rappers thinking they can go around moving like they mysterious. These rappers want to move around like they Playboy Cardi or like they're the weekend when they're not. B. They try to think they jokers, they penguins, they Harvey Dents. You're the goons.
Bro, we in the streaming era. Excuse me, not the streaming era when I'm talking about music. I'm talking about live streaming. Bro, a lot of these artists we know today, these niggas finna be on Kick and Twitch because they gotta move around. Cause right now, streamers are taking their spots.
Hmm.
The streamers don't, y'all gotta go to the streamers, bro. Like, it sucks, but do it. Look, Drake flew out mad streamers. One thing about Drake, this can be a transition. We
I
leaving
like
Rowdy
this.
right now. We got Drake at Wireless Festival right now. He has all most of the top streamers. He flew them all out over to the UK. They streaming his show because there's no live stream from like Amazon or nothing. But he utilizing them. This is one thing about Drake. You can be
Great
mad at him or
businessman.
not. He's gonna
Hmm.
be a businessman. He's gonna connect with the youth. He's gonna feel like the creepy uncle. But at the same time, it's a business, and he know he had what the machine Drake is built off of is to stay relevant, is to stay hip with the young people. Drake don't seem like an old man, and Drake is almost 40. Drake is not uncool to the young people. They don't go, you listen to Drake? No, the young people listen to Drake. My sister, that's how she plays. They still listen to Drake. So they gotta move. They gotta understand how they gotta get with the times, B. And it's nasty work, but that's what Drake does. This is who Drake is.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.